What's the business? This your boy Josh Jones, ESQ, the dope black lawyer. I'm on here. Got Ali LaFlare one more time. Look like he's still in LA.
No,
And
definitely
if,
still in LA.
and if it's your first time or you've been here a lot of times, it's your first time seeing the face on the bottom. That's my dog Joe P. I I would tell them something about you, but I want you to tell the people what you want them to know.
Man, I'm just Joe P, just a professional actor, director, creative, all around. Worked for a long time on stage doing theater work. I'm now into TV and film doing commercial work. And I currently work with Toby Wigway as far as creative, assisting him on a lot of projects that he has going on.
So it's a lot of people right now that want to say thank you to you because they was like, man, that dude Toby so dope. But they always only say Toby because they like, I don't know how to say that. What is it? Toby Wigway.
Wigway, yeah,
Yeah.
the N is silent. So just Wigway.
Yeah, so we appreciate
Wigway.
you coming on here, throwing that out there. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Dope
love.
work that you've been doing. And I think we talked about it Ali first time where we met.
I don't know if we did that.
I don't
know if we did that.
You never said who all you work with because you work with a lot of people, but we actually
well, you know,
yeah, but we did talk about you.
Me, Big LaFlare.
Yeah, we did talk about
olive oil taster.
Yeah,
producer.
We did talk about that you lived across the hall from freshman year. Joe lived next door, so we was running the dorm crazy.
It's big Brawley Hall vibes in here right now.
Yeah, so
big
shout out to
Brawley Hall.
Big Brawley Hall. Big
even
CAU in the building.
Even though Malik got that, even though Ali got that jersey on, we repping CAU.
I do, man. We
right?
rep CAU to the death, man. But I support all HBCUs, man, because what we need more is black love and black knowledge, man. So you know, man, support to every HBCU, man. You know, it's love for that.
Yeah, we entering.
Yeah, it's CAU all down.
It's definitely CAU, definitely CAU, man, for sure.
It's homecoming season. If you went to HBCU, tell us in the chat where you went. We want to know.
I love that jersey.
HBCU.
I mean,
and if you didn't go to it,
incredible. This is
if
nice.
If you didn't go to HBCU, tell us what HBCU rep because everybody rep at HBCU. Your auntie went. You saw the band from Grambling when you was in 7th grade. Somebody. So tell us what HBCU is your HBCU.
And let's be clear, like my man Ali said, it's big Brawley vibes on here. We ain't talking about
big Brawley.
We talking about original Brawley. That's
demolished building.
You know what I'm saying? That building. You know, that building right across the street from the projects building. You know, where you used to hoop with the project dudes. You know, that's where we out of when we come to Clark, Atlanta. So let's just be
baby.
You know, let's be
clear.
Specific.
Down the street from the courts.
Just to be clear. And if you went
down the street from the bird cage.
And if you went to Texas Southern or Tennessee State, don't say TSU because we don't know which one you're talking about.
Man, that's confusing. It's confusing.
If you went to Howard or Hampton, say which one.
Don't
we don't
say
know what HU is. Yeah,
that's confusing. It's confusing.
But yeah, but we do want to say, you know, prayers out to everybody at Morgan State because there was a big crazy shooting at one of their homecoming events. The whole homecoming got canceled. 5 people got shot. Luckily, no deaths. So we do want to say, you know, send our condolences out to everybody in Baltimore. Let them know that we're thinking about them. And we want to wish everybody a happy, healthy, safe homecoming season. Stuff like that.
Homecoming
stuff
season
like that.
All, man.
Yeah, that's not normal at HBCU homecoming. Like it's a celebration.
It's not.
But you know what I'm saying? It happens. So we just want to acknowledge that. And you know we're gonna talk about Keefe D and Tupac because if you was 13 in '96 like us, you know all the details. But it might not be a big deal. I don't know if they think it's a big deal or not because everybody kind of always knew what happened all these years later. So a 30-year-old arrest, we'll talk about it, but we're not gonna talk about it right now, Ali. All right, we're gonna just let them know that's what we're talking about. But we are gonna talk about your homie from out west. I don't know if he's your friend, but I don't know if he's your friend, but you know
he might be Ali friend. Ali know everybody out with.
Yeah, but you know, little nephew or something. You know what I'm saying? But we talked about him a few times.
Like nephew.
Take a guess who we talking about, Ali.
Tyrese.
Nah. It would be a nephew. It's a nephew. We're gonna talk about him too.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm lost, Jay. Don't tell me, baby.
All right, man. So recently he had a baby with a chick.
Are we talking about Face?
While he had another chick at his house with the strippers, you know what I'm saying?
We talking about Face, man. Yeah,
and,
that is little homie. That's bro.
Yeah,
that's bro.
Yeah, so he was recently sentenced. He was recently sentenced. You know what I'm saying, for a shooting in Vegas, and the sentence was actually suspended though. He's on probation. He's not going to do time. You know, what do y'all think about that? You know,
I saw that the dude that he shot was wilding out in the courtroom.
Yeah, so you know, so if you don't know, that's Blueface. Tell him a little bit about Blueface. What is he known for? Ali?
Hey, first off, bro's from Schoolyard Crip, and they called the Janky Yankees, hence his hoodie. If you didn't notice that, you were like, why is this dude from the West wearing it? Yeah, his gang is known as the Janky Yankees. Schoolyard Crip is known for TC 4800. Basically, my little bro, Big TC 4800. That's Ty Dolla $ign's little brother. Also from Schoolyard Crip, my little bro Reem, also from Schoolyard Crip. Blueface, also from Schoolyard Crip. So I've had a tie to this gang for quite some time. But yeah, bro's mainly known for music at this point, and the clown show with Krishan. But you know, I mean, hey, he's doing his thing though. Hey, happy to see somebody that was sleeping in their car come up to making it where he is right now.
You think he's more known for the music still at this point? So what's this? So the biggest song was called Tatiana, right?
Tatiana. It's definitely Tatiana, and Cardi was on it. Body, it was hard. I ain't gonna lie, it was crazy. And it sent the city into a frenzy. It was the most organic thing that came out of the city in a long time. So yeah, it took the world by storm. I put it like that. When it happened, it happened. It was a thing. It was a thing.
He definitely has built him a niche audience, and so that's what he been rocking with, and they definitely support him because he getting money somehow. I don't know how, but he making money. So
man, bro is the hood version of Michael Jackson. He's found a way to stay in the media without doing music.
Yeah, but let's talk about the legal side because this is why it's important to have a dope lawyer right here, right? So initially,
a dope black lawyer.
For sure, but I don't think he had a dope black lawyer. But
he had two white ladies.
But
Vegas, that could work.
But it still worked out for him though, because look, he was initially charged with attempted murder, and he had his sentence of 2 to 5 years suspended, which means that he's only going to be on probation, right? So I don't care who you are, you got to look at that as a win, right?
That's a big win. When you look at how he dressed in court, that's a win.
He came to court gang banging, crazy.
Oh, hood he did that. He came to.
Yeah, so
it was up there. It was crazy.
Nah, he already knew what was up. He had to.
He knew what he was on. He was on a different type of time. I'm not gonna lie, but
he had a robbery. Bro. He had another case, a robbery case that got dismissed because he was sentenced for this case. So it's very important to make sure that you pick your lawyer carefully. All this happened outside of a gentleman's
That's crazy. And I heard his lawyer's statement. Like she basically turned it against and made Blueface seem like the victim rather than, oh boy, and how he rolled up slowly. He was mad. He had already threatened them. He brandished the gun. All that stuff. And then, it wasn't even his truck. That's what I came to find out. He had borrowed his boss's truck. And then that's why he even ended up reporting, telling on Blueface in the first place, because his boss asked him what happened to the truck.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to get in trouble, so he went ahead and filed the police report that he had got shot at by Blueface. And that's how that whole thing happened.
My man was super mad about the fact that Blueface is not going to get jail. He mentioned in his statement that he's seen people who did way less get way more time. I can't say I disagree. Remember,
especially in Clark County, though. I'm not gonna lie. In Clark County is wild. But what I will say is that you picked the right place to have a woman, a white woman, make a white fuss.
Yeah, think about it though.
In Vegas,
Ali, think about it. We've been talking for the last 2 or 3 weeks about Tory Lanez got 10 years for shooting Megan Thee Stallion very similarly. It doesn't seem like those were very deep wounds. And she's back on the internet twerking and doing her thing. So I mean, It's all to the discretion of the court.
Why you
It's
had to
all
say twerking, man? Why she just on the internet, bro? She ain't gotta be on the internet.
She's been on the internet and she has been on the internet twerking.
Yes,
Two things can't be true at the same time.
So she back working, you know what I'm saying? Bongos is crazy, everything, whatever.
Long story short, Tory should have shot her in Vegas. He'd have been straight.
I guess, but the real point
well,
is
maybe nobody should have got shot. How about
that? Very true, Joe. Yeah. Very true.
Yeah. Maybe no gun should have came out that night.
Yeah, let's move on though. But let's hope that Blueface takes it seriously, because if you violate probation, they could always send you to prison.
How can he take it seriously? He just got slapped on the wrist for unloading a gun in somebody's truck.
well, knowing the fact that if he does something else, he could be going away for 2 to 5. Maybe he'll take that serious. All right. So I don't know if y'all
sound positive. Doesn't sound good, fellas.
I don't know if y'all heard about this next story right here, man, but this is a crazy one right here.
He already looked crazy, bro.
Yo, I thought that was Elon Musk.
Hey, I thought that was Luka Doncic, but nah. So, but look,
I can't unsee it now.
It was a group of Black and Latino people chilling at a party, in Queens, New York, at this dude's crib. The Black guy was a doctor. He has a house in this very nice neighborhood, in Queens, and his neighbor called the police on the party, saying that the music was too loud. But then, he didn't just stop there. He went and got a water hose and he sprayed him like he was in Birmingham, Alabama in 1957.
Oh yeah. We would have had a war. Oh, I would have. Oh, let's get all.
Yo, what's the first thing? What's the first thing you gonna do, Joe? What's the first thing you gonna do? Somebody spray you with a hose like you in Birmingham. I'm pulling out a folding chair. I'm pulling out the folding chair.
We throwing everything over the fence, bro.
But in typical Karen and Ken fashion, he's now complaining. He's now complaining about the death threats that he's received due to his actions. So we're supposed to feel bad for him because he pulled a garden hose out on this dude who's a doctor, man. This dude is an emergency doctor at a hospital, emergency medicine doctor at a hospital in Manhattan. And he's partying with like 18, 19 people at his crib. We're supposed to feel bad because this dude is getting death threats. So, the doctor is suing him, and he does have a dope Black lawyer, Derek Spells, with the Cochran firm. And
he's smart.
I mean,
hey, yo, I'm mad, but he's smart, and I'm not mad at him being smart. But it was the most brilliant thing to hire a dope Black lawyer. But what he did to the people he did it to.
No. He didn't.
Lie.
No.
That was smart.
He didn't hire a dope Black lawyer. The doctor did. The Black doctor did.
The Black doctor did.
Okay. I was gonna say, if he did, that was brilliant.
And look, man, he had white people at the party. Look at him.
He had a white person at the party.
It don't matter, man. Where one is gathered,
when you can count the people, that low key shows that you're racist. So I've had a white person over.
You can see right here. My man denies. My dude denies that his actions were racially motivated, and he said that the neighbors were aggressive and violent, which is also.
He from Queens, right?
Yeah, but that's dog whistling though. Aggressive and violent.
He from Queens. He's from
Queens,
Queens, right?
You know what that means when they say aggressive and violent? Yeah, that's code.
That means shoot. But wait, he from Queens though, right?
Killer Queens.
Just to clear this up. All right.
So we should start calling the police on random white people and just say they look like they putting on tactical gear and look suspicious.
Oh God, I'm definitely doing it, Joe. I'm pulling it today. I'm doing it today. I'm gonna do it today.
Like how they say we look aggressive. I'll be like, hey, look, man, is this white dude over here behind the bushes? He look like he got some tactical gear in his bag.
I see Sharon walking her labradoodle, and it's scaring me.
I don't know if it works in reverse. Like you would probably be there, and the description would be a white woman, and they probably will still tackle you to the ground and be like,
"What you doing about this white woman?"
Exactly.
It's quiet for us.
I don't never recommend Black people call the police, but definitely not on white people in a frivolous situation, a trivial situation. So we're gonna move to the nap town. All right. So there was a shooting on New Year's Eve in Indianapolis. All right, by police. So there was a 24-year-old man. He was asleep in his car with a gun in his lap. All right. So that's not disputed. But the police ended up unloading rounds on him, and the video just got released. So he's also suing the police. But the video just got released. I think we may have some of that footage. Oh man, so many.
The key point in this story is that apparently my man is alive. That's correct.
He did not die.
He lived.
He did not die. So
praise to him, man.
Yeah,
the black folk is strong. Look at us.
Yeah, I never been
to shoot him while he was asleep, or did he wake up and go?
So I think when he woke up, they startled him, and then that's when they were trying to claim he was making movements, right? But they walked up to his car while he was asleep. So I'm gonna show you some of the video footage that was released by the police. The video was kind of long, so I might speed through to certain parts.
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
But I want you to be able to at least get a chance to see.
That's great.
Please, Tyler.
All right. So,
reality police work.
Can y'all hear it?
Some administrative and criminal investigations and some improved training and policy. IMPD uses body-worn cameras that is.
Yeah.
Police! Put your hand.
Bro, that's excessive.
Bro.
They still shooting.
Shots fired. Get out the car with your hands up. Get out
hands
the car.
up.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Ain't nobody got no hands after that.
Get on the ground.
Bruh, how you gonna put your hand? I'm shot, champ.
Holy crap.
Who the fuck puts their hands up after they got shot?
Fucking shit.
Crazy, right?
That's
word.
Word.
That's a medic. Yes.
What did you expect, bro? You just unloaded your gun into the car.
Bro, everybody unloaded their gun. That's one police officer. We have at least 3 to 5 officers. You gotta give me help.
Driver's seat on the back.
Yo, man.
It's okay. Fucking
shit. Because I didn't want to wake you guys up.
Didn't want to wake him up.
What?
You rather just thump me out.
It's okay now.
So you shot a man that many times and you ain't want to wake nobody up.
Wake me up, please.
Please wake me up.
Wake me the fuck up.
What are we talking about
y'all
right
up for less.
I got it. Did you get my kit?
What are we even talking about right now?
You gotta
help me, guys.
That's crazy, bro.
So you couldn't see his gun, and
No.
They never said his gun was fired. But
that wasn't even enough time though. They banged on the window. Of course he gonna be startled. And you yelling police, you just yelling. It's like 5 people.
Bro,
yelling.
yeah, you yelled, stepped back, and let off 30.
So just to clear it up a little bit, the way they even ended up being at the house was that Jeremy Macklin's grandmother saw a car she didn't recognize in the yard and called the police.
The football player?
No.
Right.
No. Maybe it's Daniel Macklin.
My man from the Eagles?
That's what I'm about to say.
It got crazy all of a sudden. Meanwhile, in Pennsylvania.
Anthony Macklin, my bad, man.
Was it Anthony Mackie?
That's him. Oh, not. Black African America.
Y'all stupid. But his grandma called the police. She saw a car she ain't recognized. The car had Florida tags, and
what the Florida is going on?
And that's what they decided to do. They just decided to bust the window out.
Hey yo, first off, number one, for anybody in Indianapolis to see Florida tags and just call the police, and the police see Florida tags and just start thumping out, that lets you know what the nation thinks about Florida. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two,
so what we're not gonna do is Florida slander right now. All right.
No. Florida's a great place, and I can't wait to move there and ruin my life. But that's gonna happen. But the thing is, Indianapolis, and I've said this before on the show, Indianapolis is triggered by any other state. Like I've been on tour, man, and every interaction that I've ever had in Indianapolis, or just in Indiana, period. Indiana, I've always been terrified by the police. By their state troopers strike dumb fear into your heart. Their police operate on a direct slander of like assessment. Like these people have a narrow scope and operate accordingly. And it's not for our hue. It's not for people who are hue at all. So it's very dangerous up there, man. It's very dangerous.
Long story short, though, there is a lawsuit filed against the police. We're gonna be following that because that's wild. But out of all those shots you heard, how many times you think they hit him?
Man, I heard at least 3 officers, if I'm not mistaken. It had to be at least 3 officers, right?
About 10 times at least.
Right, so that means 30 shots. That means everybody has at least 10 rounds in their clip. They all fired 10 times. So that's 30 shots into the car. I'm going to say that these bozos probably hit him all of 3 to 4 times.
3 times. So that's my problem. How you unload
all
that many
shots? You only hit that man 3 times.
Thank God, right?
Praise God.
Thank God.
Praise
But bro, come on, man. And that's the police shooting.
30 shots into the whip.
And that's the police shooting. So even the police can't shoot. That's wild, man. They need to tighten
that
up.
That's what I'm saying. Now I'm worried. So if I called you to save me, you can't really save me because you can't even shoot really. Like
yeah.
And it's raining. Like y'all this whole thing was messed up from the beginning. Like
yeah.
I'm looking through his body cam. I can't see what's going on through that window. It's full of rain. Got water all over it. Here you come banging on the window, and then you step back and yeah. And then you want to get instructions after that. Tell that man to get out with his hands up the first time. Like
we're gonna keep it.
Yeah, man. As you said before, this is why black folks don't call the police, and this is why the prophet YG said, "I don't call my homies. I don't call 911. I call my homies 911."
There you go. So
it's great.
We're gonna move on, but we got some more body cam footage. We're gonna probably get a chance to watch a little later. But if you haven't,
no.
we back out west. Where the homie from, Lee? Where the homie from?
Hey man, he's from Watts. He's not from Los Angeles. He's from Watts. He calls himself. He says, "I'm from Watts." You remember that Coca-Cola commercial? That was Watts. That wasn't LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So the man on the right, we all know that's Teddy P, and obviously we talked about him many times on here. That's Tyrese, and Tyrese's production company is now suing Teddy P's widow over the rights to filming Teddy P's biopic.
Yo, man, this is crazy. This is crazy.
So he says that back in 2011 that they made a deal where he got the exclusive rights with Jones Blessing to make a book and a movie, and that he would use his status as a celebrity to promote it and Teddy's legacy. So now I'm gonna share Tyrese's post on Instagram where he's saying that it's sadly come to this, and you know what I'm saying.
It's too long, bro. It's long, man. It's a soliloquy.
It's sadly come to this.
So look, sadly, things had to come to this. Another Philadelphia legend, Lee Daniels, is attached direct me as Teddy. A little error there. This has been 13 plus making. This can be embraced. This This man embraced me when he was on the earth and shared to me, quote, "No one can play me in my biopic but you, Tyrese. I'm sure of it." Hearing those words coming from him, as one could imagine, put me under an unbearable amount of pressure. But I knew that I was born to play Teddy Pendergrass. The first person that I called was my mother, R.I.P. So the first two people besides Lee Daniels, who he named,
R.I.P.
cannot testify in this trial because they're no longer with us.
Yo.
All the people that can prove him right are gone.
So in that case, Joe, we would often say, as the prophet Hope said, we don't believe you. You need more people.
So Lee Daniels, he says, and Will Smith, homie Charlie Mack, drove him to Teddy Pendergrass's crib. But Charlie Mack is like a big deal in the industry, apparently. Like
I know he is, but that's still.
I
random,
mean, I'm just
bro.
saying,
that's
it's just
random.
like no.
Yeah. So he says they drove him to Teddy's crib, and now he's saying that he wants your prayers because whatever it takes, this movie belongs in the theaters and not on the Tizoo. So I don't know what's going on with it right now. I don't know if they got somebody else in mind, but he's suing Teddy P's widow. That's never a good sign when you sue somebody.
Man, he got too many lawsuits going on. How you gonna sue Home Depot? They just put out footage that you so wrong about everything you just.
You're never gonna win that case, buddy. You're never gonna win. You're never gonna. Arthur Black has too much money, bro.
Support going on and alimony and all that, and now you want to sue a widow. A man's widow, because you claim that he told you before he died that he wanted you of all people in the world. Out of all the actors,
crazy as shit. This is like me.
He saw Fast and Furious and said, "I want you."
Because of your acting talents.
Yo, number one, bro. This is like me trying to sue. This is like me literally trying to sue Juvenile for the likes of his likeness.
Hey,
how am I sue Juvie for the likeness for his likeness to do a film for Juvie when he died? That's number one, right?
But like, Tyrese is the gift that keeps on giving. So this is the part that I just saw. Yo, this is what this. Can you read what this says? He says, "Pray for us," and then he calls himself I guess he's talking about Teddy P, the original king of Raspy. So either way, I'm assuming
he's talking about Teddy P.
Either way, I'm assuming that if Teddy P was the original, that he's saying that he maybe now is the king of Raspy. That's hilarious to me. And then he said, "Love." And he said, "Love you, pops." Is he talking about Teddy P?
First off, it is what it is, man. And calling another man pops, it's not your pops. Pause, Daddy. Like, that's crazy right now.
That's worse than calling the dude your bro, and that ain't your bro. You gonna call this man your pop?
That's egregiously worse. It's just out of pocket. Like,
Tyrese was born in the 70s. That man might not even be old enough to be your pop, bro.
Was Tyrese born in the 70s? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure he probably was. What, 78, 79, something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, early, late 70s. But has he ever had a beard? He's never had a beard.
I mean, number one, Teddy P did turn off the lights on a lot of ladies.
Hey, we're not gonna.
I don't know.
Hey, but look.
I don't know. Maybe Tyrese knows something we don't know. Maybe he's trying to let us into the secret for the father he never knew and the voice that he
the Teddy P documentary is wild. So even
it is. It is pretty
wild.
Teddy P was a wild man. We know that.
But Tyrese
wild dude. And
Tyrese dad's name is
a hell of a drug.
Tyrese Pop's name is Tyrone. Even though he left you, you can't deny that.
That's crazy.
You basically made that.
That's crazy. Hey, yo, man, to all the Tyrones around the world, man, I'm sorry Tyrese put you out there like that. That's crazy.
And in the comments,
he did
always,
like
that's part. Dude said, "You corny AF."
Of course.
And then we got a Tyrese fan here. Believe this will work in your favor in Jesus' name. Like, do you really care?
Not in Jesus' name. Not in JC name.
What more do you want from me?
I just want the album to go #1. Please, it means so much to me.
Hey,
yo, Teddy P never begged nobody to buy his album, bro. He just turned off the lights.
And it's what we were talking about right here. I mean, if you're going to sue the late Mr. Pendergrass's wife, then you're already starting this off with the wrong
off
energy.
The lights on gender.
Hey, man, the only person that should be playing Teddy P in a documentary should be T-Pain. Teddy Pendergrass down.
Dang.
Damn.
Shout out Tallahassee.
Hey, how you gonna call this man a gentleman? You're such a gentleman. Stay true to yourself. You suing this man widow. How you a gentleman?
She already dealing with the death of her husband, man.
Hey, and then people
He said, "I love the ladies. I don't have business tact."
Hey,
two
David
separate
Washington,
things, fellas.
John David Washington would be better casting. That homie wants you playing him after you sued his wife.
Yo, you know who this?
John David Washington actually has a beard.
Oh
so
God! Number one.
So you think he can't grow a beard?
And he could pull
Have
his
you
little
ever seen
Denzel.
Tyrese grow a beard? No,
I don't think I've ever seen
like Samuel L. Jackson on the chin.
I don't ever think I've seen him with a mustache. Now that you bring it up.
Yeah, never. He's always been babyface Reese.
Yo, this dude has looked like a milk dud his entire career.
Hey, so before I talk about the lawyer comment, this is hilarious. Teddy was fine as heck, and we need someone fine as heck to portray him with your ugly ass. That's basically what she said.
How's she gonna say heck and then your ugly ass? Like that's crazy right there. Like not.
No, I added that.
Don't
I added that.
Nah,
it's a hell.
Added the ugly ass.
I improvised.
Okay. But I wish you would have been there. I wish you would have been there.
She implied it strongly. Like
that's fair.
Yeah. So Amber Sanders said, "I'm not a lawyer, but someone can't be forced to pick up an option." Apparently, the film took way too long to become a reality. So that's the question, though. That would be the question that we would need to know is like, was there any paperwork in place? Because if there was no paperwork in place, then the deal is just off.
It's quiet for you, bro.
Yeah. So
it's quiet. Like we still waiting for Mike Epps to play Richard Pryor.
Yeah. If they had paperwork that said
knowledge of that. We have more open knowledge of that being relative.
To Mike Epps to
Andre should have never done that. He's not funny. Let's just put that out there. 3 Stacks has many talents. Comedy, Chief. Guess what? Comedy, serious business, man. Leave that shit alone, bro. Leave that shit alone. Like anybody who's never done stand up, it's a long ass time. When you're up 5 minutes, could be a long time, Chief. Don't do that.
It is.
5 minutes is an eternity, bro.
Hey, it go fast when they laughing, right? Hey, when everybody rolling in 5 minutes.
When it's crickets, when it's
crickets, it's slow.
It looks like you're standing in front of the microwave.
You be mad when the time over. You be mad.
Yo, for sure. But when it's crickets, bro, it's like you standing in front of the microwave waiting for that food. It ain't coming no faster, baby, but it's still that 5 minute wait.
But yeah, so
y'all all right?
Look, y'all all right? Look, that's what somebody in the crowd was like, that was funny. They don't laugh.
Hey, ain't nothing worse than when you can hear somebody in the crowd clearly, you know you're doing bad, dog.
They be like, give it up for yourself. Give it up for yourself. Y'all so beautiful. Give it up for yourself.
And be like, hey, where we going after this? You can hear that shit.
Bruh.
It look like the NBA players on the sideline when they getting blown out. Like, what club we hitting, bro?
Hey.
Like, where we at tonight?
Hey,
they pointing out girls.
The Clippers at the end of every game. Go ahead.
We're gonna keep watching this story, man. So we're gonna go back to Indianapolis, though. I want to go back to Indianapolis because
man, Naptown getting love.
Because I want to talk about
for
my
this,
man, right?
For this nigga.
You know about this?
Man, look, go ahead. Tell him.
No, my bad. My bad. This is St. Louis. I get my Midwest cities mixed up.
Oh, it's St. Louis.
So my man,
he looked like he did something bad. I don't even know what he did.
So like a hate crime.
So he had gotten married like a month prior, and he was drunk and arguing with his wife in a parking garage, and he pushed her to the ground, and she died.
Dang.
Guess how much time he got?
How much?
Time served.
Guess. The same as Blueface.
Time served.
Bruh.
He went to court for a day and
not even suspended.
For a day and came out.
Hey.
Dismissed completely.
He got 2 years of probation on a plea deal.
Oh, he got white flight. He up out of there, baby.
He was in the St. Louis parking garage outside of the baseball stadium and pushed her to the ground and she died.
That makes sense to me.
But bruh,
that makes sense to me.
No time.
Yeah,
drunk.
bro.
He was
First off, St. Louis is a wild place. You know how to
hey, her family better get it back in blood, man.
Oh, Joe.
Yeah. He is required to attend domestic violence intervention program, refrain from using drugs and alcohol, and have no contact with her family. Which, like you said,
kill somebody, bro.
Hey man, he's gonna do everything except the drugs and alcohol. That's the part where he goes to jail.
Hey, but I only want to. We don't have to talk about this long. They were both prison guards, but and they got married probably drunk in Vegas. It was in Vegas. They got married a month prior.
This is gorgeous. This is a beautiful marriage.
But I only wanted to bring this to your attention because I wanted to say that this is about white. This is what you expect when crimes like that are committed.
This is white on white crime right here.
It is also white on white crime, but it's about white. You know what I'm saying? It's what you would expect. So
my favorite movie is Titanic.
Wow.
I love to see that many white folk die.
All right, man. All right, man. So we're gonna move on to the next one, man. So
which is not show all the Negroes they had at the bottom of the ship, bro. That died too.
Which this story is not really better, but we are first time going across the pond talking about a story in England. Sadly, the brother on the left was murdered by that woman on the right in the UK.
I was not expecting that. I thought it was vice versa.
I never saw it coming.
She was charged with a hate crime. So he was a 60-year-old Jamaican who people seem to love, and after she stabbed him, people held her down till the police got there. So this is literally a killer Karen confrontation. What we call a killer Karen confrontation.
Killer Karen.
I take that back now. The way she took this selfie lets me know she was crazy.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I don't see it yet, Joe. But I mean, like, I get it.
Anybody take a selfie like that, bro, is crazy.
With two arms? Yeah, you take a selfie.
Yeah, with the two arm selfie, bro.
You're either a boomer or you out of your top.
Hey, she might have been using a disposable camera because that's how you do it.
Crazy. That's even worse. Like if you taking a selfie with a disposable, like by the way, number one, but if you haven't been to Walgreens or CVS, them joints cost $30 now. It's
they expensive, bro.
It's like $30.
$2 film now costs $40 a roll, bro.
Hey,
it's not a game no more, bro.
Yeah, but condolences to the family of brother Isaac, man.
Yeah,
big bless the brother. He looked like his name was Isaac.
Yeah,
damn, that's crazy. Hey, man, you know Isaac looks like an extra off a Top Boy, and he thought he had food breath, but you know,
he looked like he was a cool guy, man.
He said straight, yeah. He was chill.
That's why I don't be interacting with people, bro. You don't know what, man. People just crazy out here these days, man.
Because she definitely don't like she would have. And to stab somebody, you got to be really, really out of your body. Like that's a close interaction. Like that's some real like.
Well, yeah, London in London, you know, they got a lot of knife violence because you know they don't got them guns out there like we got out here.
It's rough, bruv. It's really dangerous out in London town, yeah.
You know, dangerous in London town, yeah. You know, with the knife and things.
It's crazy, bruv. It's crazy. Walk on.
Yeah, so
isn't it?
So we've been hopping all over the world today, man. So
it's right, bruv. It's got food, lots of it.
So Leak, I think this one of your homies. I think this one of your homies too. Right
that
here.
Is the
next story.
You know what?
No. Oh my God!
Oh,
Slide's going crazy.
I mean, I know Soulja too.
Slide's going crazy. So you know what's up with Soulja right now?
Soulja? What'd he do? SOD money gang.
So the judge has granted his ex-girlfriend the right to garnish his what they call it levying.
Garnish?
They call it levying. So he had an assault. So he had a 2019 assault case involving one of his ex-girlfriends, and he did it. And he failed to make payments as he was supposed to. So the judge approved the seizure and levying of the of his property, including some of his jewelry and stuff like that, so that he can pay off I think it was $200,000 that he owes to the lady, maybe $300,000 or whatever.
Hey man, you know what? I love rich people who keep it G, right? But sometimes rich people, they just play it up and then they keep it cheap. So she gonna be mad when she gets some of that jewelry. That she gonna get some of that jewelry back, and it ain't gonna be worth the quantity that she thought it was worth.
Well, it doesn't matter. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna deduct it from the amount that of the judgment. So she's got a $500,000 judgment, and it's collecting interest as we talk. And if it's only worth $30, she's gonna get a $30 credit. So she might be surprised to find out.
Her.
So yeah,
she's gonna be hot.
You might want to try to get a Lambo.
You know, she should have. And she gonna be looking at Soulja like, Dre.
Yeah. The Soulja Boy got money like that?
Soulja still got some nice change, man. Like for people that don't really know music, like we said before, music publishing lasts lifetime plus 70. And you know,
lifetime plus 70?
Your lifetime plus 70 years after.
So if you come back to life, you get 70 more years.
That means that means your family gets money for 70 years after you pass.
So I saw LaShonda Collins was on. She asked where this occurred. I don't know which story she was talking about. So if it was the one with Isaac that happened in Bristol, and if we're talking about the Killer Ken confrontation that happened in St. Louis, because she asked that at 3:42.
Yeah, so that seemed like it would have been the one about Isaac, man. Honestly.
Yeah, and it
just from the time frame it's on.
And the Soulja happened in LA.
Yeah. I believe it. Soulja did it.
Yeah, appreciate you being on here as well, Queen.
Big bless.
Soulja always did it.
and then Tiffany Sledge was on earlier. She rep Spelman, so that's right by us.
Let's go.
She the homie.
Let's go.
Let's go, SC.
Called on Fridays we used to go to?
Market Friday.
That was hilarious but the thing is, we always were at the real Market Thursday. So like, love to Market Thursdays.
Hey,
you know, the one that everybody went to. Like,
shout out
the one where everybody showed out.
Shout out to Joe P, Daddy, and live on the show.
Live on set right now.
We do this for real, baby.
Yeah.
Like for real, true story, real fathers in the building, like 3 of them.
Yeah. So that's your boy Soulja.
My hair's just blowing in the wind. You see this shit? My hair is looking precious. This is great.
That boy say his hair blowing in the wind.
Hey, does anybody? Do y'all know who that is? Do y'all?
Oh yeah,
you know who that is?
Melly.
Yeah, YNW
Melly was
Melly.
good.
Y'all know about Melly?
Hey.
Yeah, so Melly had a mistrial. They're gonna retry his case in October. Actually, his dope black lawyer. Yeah, his dope black lawyer is David Howard out here. Shout out to the Qs. But
shout out to the Qs.
His co-defendant was just arrested, and both of them were arrested for witness tampering. So Melly is in jail. He has never gotten out. He's never gotten a bond. But his co-defendant goes to trial in January, and he was arrested for witness tampering. So apparently, there's something going on. They got arrested. The co-defendant is YNW Portland. He's going to be going back to jail. His bond is revoked. And there's not a lot of details about what exactly they're saying they did, but it says, but they're saying that so Melly's attorney said this is a transparent, and this is Raven Liberty. She's also a dope black lawyer. She said this is a transparent and desperate attempt by the state attorney's office to distract the public from the deposition of an assistant state attorney who accused this lead prosecutor of felonies by falsifying and covering up evidence damaging to the state's case. So it's a lot going on. The judge is going to rule on it by next week as to whether or not this is going to impact the case. But we talked about it. It's kind of crazy how if you get a mistrial, they get an opportunity to try your case again after they've already heard the evidence, and kind of puts the prosecution, in my opinion, to an advantage. What do y'all think?
Man, I definitely. It's an unfortunate situation for this young black man, bro. This is one of the rare times when I'm on the end of the spectrum where I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, they're still trying him for the murder. Is that correct?
100%.
All right. On the end of that spectrum, unfortunately, what you talked about in your music is relevant to the case. So young men, young writers, young artists, stop snitching on yourself in your music, man. There's a time to keep it real, and it's as what Dave Chappelle so eloquently exposed to us, when keeping it real goes wrong. It's a time to
you
shut
keep
the
it real
fuck
general.
up. Just shut up, bro. Right, you keep it real in general. You don't keep
he
it
had a
real
song.
against yourself.
Yeah,
And he
you
did.
don't
He
have to
did a
keep it
lot.
real specific.
He did. You don't get. Here we go. You keep it real,
So,
not real specific.
Yeah,
So the
keep
point
it
is,
real
he
general.
kept it. He kept it real specific instead of real general, and now he's really in court, really in jail, and he's really gonna go down.
Yeah, so
and
he had a song called
real.
He had a song called "Murder on My Mind." If you're watching,
Right, and that really landed him in jail because unfortunately, what's right ain't always what's real, and what's real ain't always what's right. And in this case, this young dude really did that, man, and they ended up with a lot of evidence against him. That's probably gonna book him. However, I don't believe that if you get a mistrial, you should be able to try that person 3 or 4 times to be able to convict them.
Yeah, that's what I gotta ask. How is this happening, Josh? If it's a mistrial, how are they getting?
I mean, because it didn't happen to OJ. The juice is loose, baby.
Yeah, that's the law. So a mistrial is not considered a not guilty, even though you either get a not guilty or you get a guilty. If you don't get a guilty, then it's a not guilty, right? It's what I think it should be.
Right.
But the jury couldn't decide, and when that happens, they rule it's a mistrial, and then the state determines if they're going to retry the case. Sometimes they won't because, they don't have sufficient evidence, and sometimes they don't have the resources don't justify it. But in a murder, if they really think somebody did it, they're pretty much going to retry it, hands down. So,
and they say they got a lot of evidence against them, man.
Like, they do.
But what they don't have a murder weapon.
Murder weapon, and then in this case, if I'm not mistaken, Jay, correct me if I'm wrong. That's what is the caveat for the lead in this whole case. You must have a murder weapon to really have substantial evidence. Right?
It helps. They also don't have like good surveillance. So like they have like video showing these guys all together in the car, but they don't really have video showing what happened after, like when they separated. So they don't have enough information to like.
But they did say the shooting came from inside the car, right?
They did say that, but they don't know when they got it. They can't connect them when they got out to what time it happened. So they don't really have. They can't like tie it all together cleanly in a way where a jury would say.
It seems to be a lot of circumstantial like things going on with the situation, which is also why he should have kept it real general.
Yeah,
but he was real specific.
So we're gonna stay,
really gonna fuck him up.
We're gonna stay right here, and we're gonna talk about Keefe D. Where he from, Leak? Do you know?
Hey man, he from where he from, but they say he from my city. He got on the 60s hat, so I kind of believe it.
I was about to say, I'm not asking you what city is he from. You know what I mean. I was about to just say he had the Seattle Mariners.
Damn. So I'm gonna have to ask the homies if he's really from their hood, because they might not claim him anymore after this.
Which is kind of crazy though, for him to be from there, because Suge said they play Pop Warner football together.
Hey, and that right there, I mean, the thing about LA is like I play Pop Warner football. Like I play for Baldwin Hills, which if you don't know about LA, Baldwin Hills is in a blood neighborhood. But I play with people, you know what I'm saying, in Watts. I play with people in Long Beach. I play with people in Carson. So you play all over. And that's the case, but Pop Warner means that he didn't go to high school with him too. So I mean,
all right, cool. So that's not what we
that can be legitimate. That can be legitimate, is what I'm saying.
So whatever the case, tell us about what's going on with Keefe D.
Well, Keefe D decided to feel he started feeling himself. You know what I'm saying? And then he decided to speak out to Mike Tyson. And that seemed what kind of got him booked, right? This is a man, and first off, number one, the person who should really be arrested in this, the biggest crime committed in this whole thing has been against Will Smith. Jada, you should be arrested. But Keefe D, nobody's.
Why did I ask you to tell us what's going on? So
nobody's more happy about this man than Keefe. Like, this man spoke out, you know what I'm saying, and said, he spoke to Mike Tyson and said, Mike, we've heard that you just want 1 minute with Tupac's killer. And then he said, yeah, man, all I need is 10 minutes with Mike Tyson, with Tupac's killer. And he said, all I need is 1 minute with you.
So you kind of type 2 in the comments if you was old enough to be alive when Tupac was alive and got killed, right? So, all right, in 1996, Tupac was killed in Las Vegas. We've been in Las Vegas a couple times too. So Pac was killed in Vegas on the Strip after a Mike Tyson fight. Ironically, Mike Tyson comes back up. And
well, they were good friends, man, and you know they just had an interaction after the fight.
He walked Mike Tyson out to the fight that night. Rapping.
Right? No, they're very good friends.
Hold on. So prior to the fight, Suge, some of his homies was stomping out a dude named Orlando Anderson, right?
Correct.
And Pac jumped in and he was stomping him out too. So after the fight, they was getting ready to go to a party, go to a club or whatever, and Suge was driving, Pac was in the passenger seat, and Orlando Anderson is suspected to have been in a vehicle that saw them and shot up the vehicle that Pac and Suge were in. So all these years, overwhelmingly, people have said that Orlando Anderson was Pac's killer. Orlando Anderson got killed about a year or two after Pac. So it kind of felt like a closed case. So if you kind of followed it, you may have heard of Keefe D, but if you didn't, you might not. But in recent years, like maybe around 2017, Keefe D started doing interviews about what happened.
And that's crazy to me.
And he has made comments with many people about who was in the car, and he handed the gun to Orlando is what he says. Like, but anytime you say that you were in a car and you hand somebody a gun, you are confessing to that murder. So basically,
you're
eventually he told on himself, and that's where we are.
Yeah, we just did the interview. I just saw he did an interview like 2 months ago. Like that's what he said. You know, Mike Tyson said he would love 10 minutes with whoever killed Tupac, and then he admittedly said, "Yo, all I need is 1 minute with him."
Yeah.
What?
Insinuating that all he needs is 1 minute because he's gonna pull the fire.
He gonna put in. He gave the trigger finger, and you know, he said everybody want to be a killer. You box. You a boxer. Just box. First off.
So now about a month ago, the police raided his house and they had a warrant to search for evidence. Last week they arrested him. They arraigned him 2 days ago, and there's all
Josh, I was going to ask you about that. What did they think they was going to find 27 years later in his house?
Well, they found guns. They found bullet shells. They found like pictures of Pac and magazines with Pac, all types of stuff. So I don't know exactly what they found, but yeah, you would think the smart criminal would not have evidence in their home connected to a.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. This is the dumbest shit ever. Yo, dumbass criminals. Dumbass criminals, get rid of the evidence.
I have been seeing this angle on the internet as far as this leading back up to Diddy in some type of way too.
So we're gonna get to that.
And that they might be trying to go to a bigger fish by arresting Keefe.
Man, we gotta leave Brother Love out of these things.
So to talk about that, there were times when Diddy was out in the West when he hired them to be his security. So he definitely knows Keefe D for sure.
Okay, so let me put a disclaimer out there. What people do in Los Angeles is this, right? If you are not from Los Angeles, when you come to my city, there are certain gangs that people tap in with for security. And what they often do is they hire one actual official officer of the law, and they hire one person that's from gang culture. So then you have an official officer of the law, and you have somebody from gang culture to calm it down. So you have two people from two different walks of life to keep you safe in the element in a city where things could get tricky. So
if you want to be
a very, very common thing in the city.
So it happens a lot. If you want to be connected to the street culture in the city, the smart thing to do in a lot of cities is to go to the city
is to tap in with the people in the urban culture
and check in with somebody and get some security. That happens in Houston as well. That happens in
it happens in Miami. It happens in LA.
all over.
It happens
It happens
in New
all
York.
over. But
Right.
Yeah, they don't like the word check in though. They like,
tap in.
Tap in.
You better tap in. Word.
It depends where you at.
It does. And in Houston, we've been very, 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 very well known for people to tap in with Jay Prince. In Los Angeles, they tap in with Big Draws. If you don't know who that is, they call him another name. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, it's called Big U. Yeah, he's from 60s. And like in New York, it's a different person. Like it's if you in Detroit, it's Trick. Like, but everywhere you go, they got some person that you need to reach out to that has, that reaches the underbelly of that city, that will keep you safe from getting robbed, hurt, and know your people touched. And you should also have a law enforcement agent along with that. That's how this goes.
Yep.
That's how this goes. So you end up with both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, so
personal security don't work in LA.
Personal security doesn't work anywhere in these United, baby.
You need both. But Keefe said that he hoped that Diddy reaches out to him and help him with some legal. So I don't know if that was like a way for him to say, hey, if you don't help me, I'm gonna help myself. I don't know what he was trying to say. If he has information from Diddy, certainly that would be valuable to the people, right?
What I would say is that Diddy's gonna be quiet as a church mouse pissing on cotton with this one, and he should. If you haven't streamed to purchase that, you know what I'm saying? The album's out right now. It's number one.
Yeah.
I support Diddy, man. I like Brother Love, man. Let's go.
Keefe D wrote a memoir called Keefe D wrote a memoir called Compton Street Legend, and in the book, he admitted he was in the front passenger seat of the Cadillac and passed a gun to the backseat where the shots allegedly came from. He implicated his nephew, Anderson, saying he was one of the people in the Anderson. But when Anderson was alive, he always denied any involvement in Shakur's death. But Suge said that Anderson was not the shooter, and he will not say he was.
Right, because Suge just wants to stay in the media, right? So if you're Suge Knight, what's the best thing for you to do? Everybody, you were unmentioned up until 3 months ago. Everybody forgot you was even alive or in jail. That's number one. But number two, for you to not say nothing brings you back up to the forefront. And as long as you don't say anything, people are gonna be paying attention to you and interested in you. Suge's about to get crazy fan mail.
Well, he said that he said he would not want to have any involvement in getting another black man implicated into the prison system.
I'm sure he wouldn't, but he's gonna take all the involvement in keeping his name involved in the public media.
Well, no, it never hurts to have your name out there. I don't blame him.
And who else could have shot him in the car? He ain't trying to say Keefe D shot him.
It was 4 people. So people say they saw a big arm out the window, and I can't remember the dude's name, but it was another guy that was like 300 or 400 pounds. That's also deceased. That was in the car.
That's the craziest situation I've heard. A big arm. You know how many people a big arm. I've seen a big arm out. Big arm.
Well, they say that in the
90s. Everybody had baggy sweaters. You don't know if anybody's arm was big.
They saying like it was a fat dude though, like super mad fat.
Sound good.
So either way.
So it was Biggie?
Well, I'm saying because like Keefe D wasn't fat then. He ain't even that big now.
No. The dude in the back, who they say was the actual shooter.
I'm saying, yeah, that's crazy. So now they're gonna have to individually there. All right.
Yeah, but it's funny though. It's funny though because like a lot of that is new information to me about. I knew Keefe D was talking, but like some of the stuff that's coming out, people were acting like, oh yeah, we knew this all the time. But like all the time, people were saying it was Orlando Anderson.
I can't wait to hear what Jada got to say.
Yeah, so once they
she said finally we can now all get some rest.
Yeah, Jada was like, yeah, we finally found it.
Now we could finally get some rest. The people could finally rest. Yo, Will Smith, man. If you want to talk, King, I'm here for you.
Yeah, so
man, y'all leave Will alone. Hey, Will is coming back slowly, surely.
You know, She's the one that needed to leave Willow alone. I love
working on new music right now too.
Yeah, he working with Joyner Lucas on some new music. You know, the whole project.
Getting jiggy, man.
But this is the indictment right here. All right, so Dwayne Keefe Davis, accused by Clark County Grand Jury of the crimes of murder with use of a deadly weapon with the intent to promote, further, or assist a criminal gang, which is apparently a Category A felony.
Damn.
Committed at and within the county of Clark on or about the 7th day of September 1996, as follows: did willfully, unlawfully, feloniously, and knowingly for the benefit of, at the direction of, or in affiliation with the criminal gang Southside Compton Crips, which had as one of its common activities engaging in felonious criminal activities other than the conduct which constitutes the primary offense, and the defendant with specific intent to promote, further, or assist activities of Southside Compton Crips with malice, kill Tupac Amaru Shakur with the use of a deadly weapon, a firearm, and they go down to talk about the defendant being criminally liable under one or more of the following principles of liability: directly committed the crime, and or aiding or abetting in the commission of this crime, the intent that this crime be committed by counseling, encouraging, hiring, commanding, inducing, and or otherwise procuring the other to commit the crime. So whether he did it himself, or whether he helped, whether he ordered it, or whether he was in any way a part of the masterminding of this crime, he would be equally guilty of the charge of murder of Tupac Shakur. And he's been going on for years talking about how he passed the gun and how he was in the whip. Like, anytime a felony happens, you are going to be implicated in that felony. So the best thing to do is just to not talk about it, take that to the grave. So I want to go back on the record and to say, if anybody ever say they committed a felony with me, they're lying. Because if I was going to commit a felony, I would only commit a felony with me.
For a factual.
The whole felony, I'm doing it by myself.
Oh God.
I'm gonna pass myself the gun. Like, if that's part of the crime, I'm gonna pass it to myself. Like,
on me.
Can't nobody say
on me.
Yeah, so
right.
That's the whole deal right there. So,
and shout out to getting it cleared up. Bro is not from 60 Crib. He's from obviously Southside Compton something. Is that the case?
That's what they're saying. So
okay, so he tried to pass it off like he's from a bigger gang out here trying to wear the hat, implicate in a whole nother situation. See what he's trying to do? He's trying to pass the blame. So
So now they've narrowed it down. They said that he obtained a firearm. It's crazy they had a misspelling in their indictment. He obtained a firearm for the purpose of seeking retribution against Tupac Shakur and or Marion Knight, aka Suge, and while in the vehicle with Terrence Brown, aka Bubble Up, and or DeAndre Smith, aka Big Dre, and or Orlando Anderson, aka Baby Lane, did provide said firearm to DeAndre Smith, aka Big Dre, or Orlando Anderson, aka Baby Lane. So Big Dre and Baby Lane were in the back seat. Bubble Up was the driver because, according to Keefe D's own account, he was the front seat passenger. So all this happened with the intent that the conspirators commit said crime and or pursue a conspiracy to commit this crime with the intent that this crime be committed. So their whole intent was for something to happen to Tupac and Suge, and it occurred, and therefore he's charged. So, man, so to be the last man in the car left, and then to tell on yourself, like usually you worry that one of your co-defendants gonna tell on you. Remember Goodfellas? Remember Goodfellas?
Of course, bro.
Remember De Niro when it killed everybody? He's like,
man, he
no loose ends.
Wiped the whole slate.
No loose ends, but this dude told on himself. Type of
only one person was living Goodfellas, and he told on everybody.
Well, he tried to get him too, but he wouldn't go down in the alleyway.
He tried. His wife wouldn't go down the alleyway. Go down the alleyway. Word.
Tried to get him too. So, here we go. Back to our regularly scheduled program. I know Joe got his mic muted. He's driving right now. But
yeah, I just picked up the kids. Sorry.
Nah, you good, brother. So any final thoughts on that Keefe D before we move on?
Man, I
Nah,
just
man.
think it's gonna lead to something bigger. I think if we wait and see, I think it's gonna lead to something bigger, and then I think we're gonna see some bigger fish dry. I don't think the police would pick it up after all this time for no
Nah.
reason. You know, I think it's a bigger reason. I don't think Keefe D the reason. I think he gonna be the chess piece that they use for something else. And it might
Hey,
not
I
be
will
Puffy.
say,
It might be something else. Past
hey,
Puffy,
I
you
will,
know. Or,
yeah, I will say if I ever committed I will say if I ever committed a crime with Keefe D, I'm worried right now because fam done told on himself. So I know he'll tell on me. I'm super worried right now. But let's move on, man. We got another story about a young lady. She was over in Dubai. Um, she actually was on a layover, and she's 21 years old from New York. Her name is Elizabeth de los Santos, college student, and her father had recently passed away, and it sounds like she may have gone to a foreign country to have a back surgery. It's not unclear whether she had
Back
the surgery.
surgery?
It's unclear whether she had the surgery in before she went to across the seas, or if she did it when she was in New York. It just went over, but she had a big
Yo,
brace,
that's crazy.
right?
She went to
So she
she went
chose.
to Dubai to get a back surgery.
No. She didn't go to Dubai. She went to like I want to say like Istanbul or something like that.
Istanbul. So she went to
Um,
Turkey.
but she had an option to go to Dubai or France for a layover. So she chose the 10-hour layover so she could sightsee in Dubai.
Okay.
And essentially, she was detained because they were trying to. I don't know what they were trying to take her. They were trying to take her back brace off, and she touched the lady who was their version of TSA. It sounds like, and apparently that's a crime.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And
For anybody that hasn't been to like the Arab Emirates,
yeah,
it's a very different place.
yeah, you can't play out there at all.
They have their
yeah.
own rules, and if you do not follow them, you will be detained accordingly. Um, I've been there
Yeah.
twice. I
So
don't think I'm going back, but what I will say is that the rules are strict. They are very serious. They play no games.
yeah,
And
not
continue with this debriefing, man.
not for sure. It's another lady that was over there. She put hands on a car rental agent, and she's still over there. And I've been there too. It's very strict.
It's not
But
playing. They're not playing.
but yeah, so she was going through security, and they said that she needed to go. She was into a private screening room because she had the brace, and as they were removing the brace, she said it felt uncomfortable and it hurt. So like it almost sounds like I got a reflex. Like, oh, hold on, like you know what I'm
it's
saying?
back surgery. Yeah, real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she said she touched them, and she said she requested assistance to put the garment back on, but the lady laughed and caused her to become even more uncomfortable. So she leaned over to ask her friend to come help put it on. But while she was doing so, she made contact with one of the workers and she got arrested. She actually was originally
Wow.
So
sentenced.
it wasn't for yelling. I thought she got a year for yelling at somebody.
That was the rental car lady who was yelling. The lady I think she might be from Texas, but it was some other lady who is like an IG influencer for female truckers, and she was over there yelling at people in the rental car line.
That makes sense.
Well, she just lightly touched someone. So she spent the last few months in hotels waiting for the court to hear her case. And initially, she was sentenced to a year in prison on Monday. But then on Tuesday, they decided that they would commute her sentence. So she was able to make it back home. But man, the point's already been made. Like the UAE, United Arab Emirates, is on a whole nother level. But it doesn't matter where you go. If you go to
Don't
Jamaica,
play with them people, man. Don't
if you
play
go
with
to
them
Colombia, if you go to India,
Yeah, even the most well-known weed smokers don't smoke weed when they over there.
people. Bro, I'll
They
put like this.
detox.
Yeah. I go everywhere I go. I'm Taylor Gang, bro. For people that don't know in our audience, like I'm part of Taylor Gang. So like I go the
tell them
only
what that
time
is, because they don't know Malik.
Taylor Gang is a company established by Wiz Khalifa.
Okay,
And
so
the
not a gang,
brand
actual
no
gang,
no 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 no.
not
The
a street
brand
gang.
it's an actual label. It's a label. It's a music label, and it's a business.
Okay.
It's a functioning, flowing business of established, rich, young black men who have been able to travel the world and do what they want to do and experience the world as we see fit. To that point, every time I've gone to the UAE, it's been twice. One time, our DJ got detained because of weed, and like the other time, we didn't smoke. And I'll tell you this, weed smokes everywhere. Ty smokes everywhere. Our whole crew smokes everywhere we go. Not there though, and because it's that serious, you will get locked up. Like, we were over there
they
one
not
time
playing.
on tour. We were over there on tour with Future, and they detained his DJ Esco, got locked up for 2 years for having
they had him for a while.
For having 2.5 grams of marijuana.
So it's always important to know the laws and customs of where you go. Like for women going over to the UAE wearing short dresses.
No, you cannot. You will
trying to have arrested, your cheeks out.
Do not. You will get arrested. There's crimes that we don't even know.
Not
crimes.
recommended. Yeah, not recommended.
No, not even not recommended. Don't do it because you're gonna go to jail.
Hey man, I'm not telling them what to do, man. I just don't recommend it. But if you want to go over there,
I'm gonna tell you, mommy. Look, if you want to go over there and go to jail, wear your mini skirt, wear your thong. If you want to go over there and come home, wear the burqa, baby.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is
straight drop.
We're talking about this young lady right now. She's a college student at a very good college in New York City, and she touched the lady's arm softly, and she was detained for months. So
where'd she go? St. John's? She go to St. John's?
Nah, she went to Lehman College, which is a good school. Though.
Man, I love St. John's, man. I just love St. John's. What can I say?
Yeah,
New York, what up? I know you did, baby. Let's go. St. John's.
Hey, yo, racism everywhere, B.
Hey, yo, you know what? There's placism everywhere. Know your place. Know your place.
So,
know your place. Know your role.
So type in the comments. Type in the comments if you ever went to Dubai and had an experience where it ain't a game over there playing with them people.
In Singapore, you get lashes and you go to jail.
Hey, yo.
And they do public lashings.
They will whoop you like your auntie did in 5th grade.
It was that dude who was kids. He got caught stealing and got lashed.
That's right.
Nah, he wasn't stealing. He did graffiti. He wrote on a wall, bro.
That's right. And they should whoop him for that. And it was a white kid that spit on the ground that did the same thing. And guess what? The white flight don't fly in Singapore.
If you smoke weed in Singapore, that's 26 lashes.
Don't do it, Chief.
Yeah. So the laws are different everywhere. Be careful, man. Be careful.
Go to the Philippines.
Man, I don't recommend you.
Manny
do
Pacquiao
that.
will save you.
I don't know about that one, but
I don't either. But I just said it. Word. Hey, the Philippines is beautiful though. I love them.
Don't be careful if you're taking legal advice from Ali.
Yeah, man, don't take legal advice from me. You take legal advice from Josh, man. You take legal advice from Josh Jones only, man. Please. I've had world
he's not a lawyer,
but I'm not a lawyer. I speak.
He's not a lawyer, but he made.
He's not a regular human being either. So don't take like normal, regular human advice from him either.
Please
he lives a way different life.
Nah, man. I go everywhere with my rich friends. So there's if you go be rich when you go. If you're listening to me.
Yeah, but also don't be surprised if now that the writing strike is over, you watch SVU and you see him playing a lawyer.
That's facts. I might pop up on your I might pop up on you, on your Paramount Plus in the new Yellowstone. Watch out.
You never know.
Not Yellowstone.
I love Yellowstone, man. Come on.
That's the Wire for white people.
Hey, man, that shit's lit. Yellowstone is lit.
So have y'all heard about Lakeith Woods?
I've heard of Lakeith Stanfield.
Nah, Lakeith Woods.
Is that the boy that got beat up in Jacksonville?
Yep.
Damn.
So So let's see.
I always wear the appropriate shirts, man, when it happens, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the Florida, man? What's going on?
So what the Florida, man? We about to pull this up on your screen real quick. Can y'all see the sister with the green dress?
Not yet, King. Dang, we froze, baby. I don't see nothing.
All right, let me see.
What happened with her while you trying to get her up?
What's that?
So what happened with her while you trying to get her up?
So nah, she's telling about what happened to Lakeem Woods. So I just wanted to make sure you could see it.
Okay, I see it now. Let's get it.
All right, cool. Oh, man. No commercials. So we're gonna back it up for y'all real quick.
But the encounters after. In the 6-minute video, you see what appears to be several officers trying to place Lakeem Woods in handcuffs. One officer appears to throw 2 hits while one holds his legs down and another tries to put Woods' hands behind his back. Another officer is seen walking up to assist them, placing Woods in handcuffs. Once handcuffed, officers turn Woods on his side and slams his face into the ground.
I see he's bleeding. I can't get no custody.
Eventually, an officer sits Woods up and holds him up with his leg. Woods is seen holding onto one of his ankles with both of his eyes swollen shut. An officer is then seen throwing a kick in Woods' direction. A few moments later, an officer tries to get Woods to stand up, but he stumbles back to the ground. You then see the officer talking to Woods as he sits on the curb with a bloody and swollen face. Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters released a statement saying, yesterday JSO officers were involved in...
So Sheriff T.K. Waters ended up clearing, saying that he believes that the force was justified. He said it's never, force is always aggressive, and sometimes it's necessary. So apparently this young man was a suspect in a murder a few years ago, and these officers knew that at the time that they stopped him. Supposedly, but at this time he wasn't murdering anybody. He was in a car with no seatbelt. And then they ended up arresting him for resisting arrest and trafficking cocaine and meth. So I'm trying to see if there's a picture of his mugshot because his face looked crazy. Let's see if I could just pull it up, just so you can see. Can you see that leak? Okay. So anyway, yeah, so we're going to continue watching that. He's also got a couple dope black lawyers as well, but what the
man,
like how does that happen to somebody? You saw it?
You can't.
I know.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah, I know you're off camera, but yeah, but it's cool. But I mean, this is basically it right here. And
yeah, I can see it right now,
this
man.
is him.
I don't understand how you close somebody's eyes like that trying to arrest them. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, with his hands already behind his back.
Yeah,
they went ahead and still slammed
his face into the ground, or you elbowing him or something.
Yeah, type of one in the comments, man. Tell us a story if you ever been stopped by the police, man. It's crazy and still scary to this day as a productive citizen of America. When the police get behind me, I still get a little bit nervous. Not gonna front.
Oh no, you know that's the normal, bro. As soon as the police get behind us, we get that. Even if you legal as heck, man, you could be the most legal person in the world. When the police get behind you, it turns into something else.
Absolutely, bro. Every time the police get behind me, man, I automatically have butterflies in my stomach, like, you know. And like you said, Josh, that's even you as a lawyer and an educated person of the law, you know, and knowing your rights and knowing what they can and should not do. I won't say cannot, but should not do. And for anybody that is, you know, that's traveling in our country, you know, in these United, Ohio was originally abolitionist state, but like Toledo is a crazy place. So like it's a wild thing, man. So a lot of things that happen in Toledo, unfortunately, this man was known for prior, so they kind of operated accordingly with knowing who he was. But that doesn't make it right at the same time. To literally express this amount of like violent nature upon this man, that's crazy. You know, I'm not gonna say that that's right, but like, damn. I'm just gonna say, if he was white, I don't see it going this way.
Yeah, luckily he's got a dope black lawyer, but also he may be the closest person that I've seen to looking like Martin after fighting the Hitman.
You know what? He definitely looked like Martin after fighting Tommy Hitman Hearns. You need that footage? I could send you that. I got a whole T-shirt with me wearing the fight where Martin was swole up crazy.
And he said they said you to get Hitman.
Man, look, bro, it was wild.
Yeah, but
that's wild.
But man, I feel bad for this kid, man. 24 years old. Even if he was in the commission of a crime, even if he had actually killed somebody, that's not a proper way to arrest somebody. So I feel bad for
nobody on earth deserves that, bro.
It's not, man. It's not. You know,
unless he did something to some kids or raped somebody, but nobody.
You know what I would say is this.
Even then,
if you don't approach that level of if you don't have that level of demonstrative like mentality with the police in the manner in which they're arresting you, you still shouldn't come out like that. Yeah. The point of the police is to arrest you, to get you to the actual arraignment.
Nah, you're right.
You know, it's to get you to the point where justice can be served. It's not to serve justice to you before court has happened. You know, like I put it like this. You know, everybody that I'm on the phone with, I mean, like, I've been in a situation where the police wanted to do that to me. Like, I've damn near watched one of y'all like be in a position where that was almost the same. Like, and that's crazy. Like, and we had done nowhere near nothing that egregious, nor committed any type of crime of that fact. But they don't know that.
When you say one of us, you mean one of our friends, not one of us.
One of our friends, not literally like one of you two, physically. Yes.
I was like, damn, when they had Joe like that. But then I thought about it. I was like, oh nah, he ain't talking about Joe.
Nah,
maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not talking about Joe.
Yeah, but they might have went to Joe High School. But anyway,
see, I put like this. Carmichael got it. Both of y'all like that, real live and direct. That's for CAU people. That's a real inside joke. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. So this is the first episode BRC Beats, Rhymes, and Crimes live with Joe P. We got some other content that we working on. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be produced. It's gonna be theatrical. So Joe, along with working with and producing for Toby Wigway, for those of you that didn't know how to say it, in his own right, he was named Best Actor in Houston at least one time.
Come on.
And has been doing his thing. Ali been acting, singing.
I can't hear you if you're saying something.
Producing.
Definitely Screen Actors Guild professional member for many moons now.
You know what I'm saying? He might be up for the EGOT soon. So I mean, we're gonna bring a flair to the true crime space that you haven't seen yet.
Let's do it. I'm about to get a Tony next season. 2025, Ali's about to get a Tony. So don't trip, man. I'm going to Broadway, man. I'm gonna take my talents back to Broadway, man. I'm getting me a Tony. Word.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a Grammy and a
if
Tony in the same year. I'm gonna do some new shit.
But I say that to say, if it's anything that you want to hear us talk about, whether it's an old story you want us to go into detail and really break it down, if it's a current event that you got questions about, you can reach out. You can type it in the comments. You can reach out to Dope Black Lawyer on Twitter, Threads, IG, all those platforms, and just let us know, and we will cover those topics, because we do this not for us. We do this to entertain and educate y'all. So with that being said, Joe, you got anything you want to say? How you feeling? How you feeling after an episode? How does this compare to being on the stage?
Nah, it's way different than the stage. There's no pressure with this. This is just me talking to my good buddies that I've known for years.
Hey,
stage is something totally different.
All right,
but now I like the conversation. I'm just just responding to. I never thought I'd be a YouTube vlog, whatever this is called. I never thought I'd be this person, but here I am. Just talking to people. So I mean, we still working. We all got jobs. We ain't just people that sit in front of the computer and just talk noise. We some working people, and we real fathers too. So
hey, and the young man in the back is a working person too. So you might see him on something as well.
Oh yeah, say what's up.
Factory.
Yeah. Hey, L Dog, you on YouTube right now?
Let's go.
Lee, what you want to say, bro?
Hey man, I love having the experience to do this with my brothers, man. The two men that I'm having the shared experience of doing this with, I've known y'all for over 20 years, man. I've been blessed to grow with y'all, and I'm thankful that we get to share something with the people in the public, man, to let them into our insight. You know what I'm saying? I've known y'all for quite some time, and we've often kicked the shit, you know what I'm saying, in this form. But this is the first time where we've been able to really, really expose it to the people and share knowledge and share the depths of our fields and our expertise and our experiences with the world. And I'm looking forward to a lot more. I'm looking forward to the growth, man. So, beach rhymes and crimes, baby. Let's get it.
Hey, for sure. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're looking for somebody to...
What about you, Josh? What's your final words, Josh?
Yeah, what's your final take, baby? What's happening? We got the Dope Black Lawyer, man. How you feeling about it? Huh? This the platform that you set up for the stage for us to jump on, King.
Hey, so if you want to have a producer, music producer, and a live event producer, all in your videos, talking over you, you trying to break down the legal. Holla at Joe P. Holla at Ali. I'm happy to have y'all on here together, man. So when I was envisioning this, y'all was the first two that came to me. Like, who could I get on here that I already know that's gonna kill it? You know what I'm saying? And it's only gonna get better as we do it. So I'm really excited.
Sure.
And I'm even looking more into when we do it together live. I mean, excuse me for the true
no,
crime.
For real, like what you said is live,
Yeah.
right? It's better than first take, man. What's happening?
Yeah, so happy to be here. Happy that my man, even in the midst of that, and was able to still jump on with the kids. So
yeah,
I appreciate
man,
y'all.
Find a way to make one every time, baby.
And I appreciate everybody that tuned in, whether it was live or on the replay. If you watch the replay, type in replay. And I appreciate you, because we had more people today than we had in a while. So shout out to everybody that jumped on, man. We love y'all.
Big love. Big love.
Right. So